Hey guys, it's Lauren Yates from Rave It Up here, and I'm privileged to be here today with Prinnie Stevens.
Hello.
Hi Prinnie, how are you going today?
Welcome to my dressing room.
I know, this is a lot bigger than Brendan's.
Shh, don't tell me about that.
Oh, he likes his little dressing room.
He says that, but he really wants mine.
Yeah. One day, who knows, one day he might. But welcome to Rave It Up, it's a pleasure
Thank
to have you on.
It's good to be here.
Yeah, you've had an incredible career, and yeah, I wish I had more time with you to chat to you all about it.
It's a lot.
But
It is a lot.
Yeah, because I remember I think the first time I saw you was Thriller Live.
Oh, wow.
And you blew me away. I was like,
thank
her
you.
voice.
How do you go from Michael Jackson to Whitney Houston?
I know, right?
And then what? I don't know.
Well, you let us know.
I know. I'll have to get back to you on that one.
Yeah. But you are currently playing Nicki Marron.
I
in
am.
the Bodyguard Musical.
I am.
Though people should already know that.
Mm-hmm.
So how does it feel to be in such a well-known musical?
I think the fact that it's such a loved movie and playing a role that people really kind of have stuck in their mind. I remember when I first met the director, the English director, I said, "Oh, and she's the villain." He said, "No, she's really not. She's so much more than that." And I think the best part about being a part of this musical is letting people into the character of the sister. And in the movie, it's not really, they don't really touch on her much, but in the musical you delve more into her personality and more into who she was and her role in Rachel Marron's life, which was, you know, she was a strong woman who, without her, Rachel's career probably wouldn't have happened. Well, it wouldn't have, because they were together. They were a force to be reckoned with. So yeah, it's been awesome.
And do you feel with something like The Bodyguard, because it is such a well-known movie,
Yeah.
that the expectations are really high? Especially with like the I Will Always Love You song.
Oh yeah, like you said before, I think coming from Thriller and coming from doing a Michael Jackson show, I know the pressure of having to deliver on people who not only are amazing talents, but that have passed, and so people hold them so dear in their hearts, and it's really hard to kind of do that, and you have to pay homage to them, but at the same time you just have to be yourself, you know. So yeah.
And you've been working with Paulini, obviously. You're playing sisters.
Yeah, we play sisters now, which is cool.
You guys must be already like really close now.
Yeah,
How's
we've
it been
known
working
each
with
other
her?
for a really long time, since we were
That's
both
great.
teenagers. Just both growing up in the music scene here in Sydney, and yeah, probably since we were about 13, 14.
Wow, that
But
long.
never had an opportunity to work with each other. I think it's the kind of thing, singers like us, you kind of have one or the other. But now getting to sing together every night and just going through this whole process together, especially for her not ever doing musical theatre before. Obviously it's the same thing, it's singing just in a different realm, but getting to do it together has been awesome.
Yeah, because your duets are absolutely beautiful. It gives me goosebumps when I saw it.
It's probably my favourite part in the show.
That's great.
Yeah.
I did not know you guys knew each other that long.
Yeah, we've known each other a long time.
And I'd love to know, are there any similarities between you and your character Nicki?
Me and my character Nicki? I don't think there's any. And I think that's why I admire her so much and why I really do respect the character and the role that I play. She thinks about things before she says it. I have still not yet found
Mastered
that.
Yep.
Yeah, I've not mastered that yet. Yeah, and she's just really the polar opposite to who I am. But I think that's been the whole challenge, and it was the challenge to get it and to nail it. And I love, this is probably my favorite job and my favorite character that I've ever played.
Wow, that's deep.
It's a big call.
Big call.
Yeah.
Yeah. And obviously as an actor you want to play a role that's not like you anyway, right?
Totally. And the acting side of it, it's without ruining anything with the show, that her journey is so full on, and being the other sister and being, you know, not getting the guy, and but still being strong within herself and confident with who she was. Yeah, it's a full-on character to play, and I took it on really seriously when I took on the role, and I'm loving it. I've got the acting bug now. I'm like, I want to do more.
Good. We want to see you in more.
Yeah.
And what's your favourite scene to do? What can't you get enough of in
My
this
favourite
musical?
scene Oh, my favourite song. I guess my favourite song to sing would be
You can answer both.
Run to You with Paulini.
Yes.
Which is actually really difficult because we're not allowed to look at each other. We're in different places on the stage and we're not in the same room. So it's really quite hard to sing with somebody but not look at them. So it's actually a real testament to us having a connection to be able to sing together. But my favourite scene would have to be with Kip, who plays Frank Farmer. He's an amazing actor and I've learnt so much from him. And yeah, that would definitely... It's the Edison scene where he comes to watch me sing. So,
Oh, yes, yeah. And as you said, the sister that doesn't get the guy and also the sister that doesn't get to be in the spotlight.
That's right. But she doesn't... She finds her happiness in other things.
Yeah.
And she's not a sad or vindictive person. She's just, not everybody ends up in the limelight. And not everybody, a lot of people become songwriters. And there's so many places in the music industry where you can find success without being Rachel Marron. And that's been really amazing for me to find that, So, yeah.
Bit of life lessons in it, isn't it?
Yeah.
And were you a fan of the movie
Oh
beforehand
my goodness,
as well?
I couldn't count how many times I've seen it.
Oh, so
Loved
you rewatched it before rehearsals and everything?
I tried
Get you into
not
the character?
to watch it too many times because I wanted to make the character my own. But I've been obsessed with Whitney since I was born. So I've seen it countless times.
Oh. And did you, when you were auditioned, did you try to go for Rachel Marron as well, or Nicki was the one that you...
Or no, when I was offered Nicki, I was kind of like, okay, who is this person? And I had to, because obviously I knew her from the movie, but how does that translate to stage? And I knew she had songs. So I was like, okay, send it through, show me what she sings and what the acting kind of stuff is and what stays from the movie and what doesn't. And when I read the role of Nicki, I was just like, yep. Totally, this is it.
Fallen in love with your character.
Yep, totally.
Yeah, because there are a lot of similarities, but also a lot of differences between the musical and the movie.
Yeah, I think it's the movie heightened, really.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Because the movie wasn't originally a musical, so they've done a really good job for putting it together.
But the album is so well known. I don't think no one could have predicted how huge the Bodyguard, the album, was going to be.
Yeah.
So yeah,
That's when Whitney really blew up, didn't she?
she's amazing.
Yeah, may she rest in peace.
Yes, R.I.P.
Yes. When I did come to watch the musical as well, I did notice the musicals are, a lot scarier than the movie as well. I think Brendan has done a fantastic job as the stalker.
Brendan's awesome.
Did you have any little scared moments as well? Because he's really gotten into that character.
I remember when we were rehearsing, oh gosh, there's a scary scene, I'll say, without ruining anything. Like
People have seen the movie, I think they know what you're talking about.
Yes, true. But yeah, we would rehearse that scene and the director would say, okay, we're going to run that scene in like 5 minutes. And he would stand in the corner and put his gloves on and take like a full 5 minutes. He'd just sit there and be like, oh my God, she's coming for me. He definitely, and I could just hear the gloves going on. I'm like, this guy's taking this so seriously.
So seriously, yeah.
And he's
No
coming
break for him.
me,
Yeah.
so watch out. But he was amazing. He really engulfed the character during rehearsals and to the point where all of us girls, me and Pauline especially, were just like, whoa,
Don't mess with him.
But actually, he's like the loveliest guy.
He is. I was saying that to him. I was like, totally different than who he is.
Totally different.
So maybe he should be playing the bad guy more often. It's a big difference from, when he played Rocky in the Rocky Horror Show.
Yeah.
I was just like,
So
jeez.
much.
Yeah. Luckily, he's still a nice guy behind
Yes.
the scenes.
Yeah.
And
A great actor, obviously.
Yeah, amazing. Hopefully he'll be in a lot more stuff as well. And even we were just saying off the camera, how much this has kind of become like a little family for you guys.
Oh, yeah.
How everyone's just so tight-knit and...
Yeah, I think when there's such amazing music, there's never a night when you hear these songs and go, oh, I'm singing that song. You're never sick of Whitney Houston songs. And when that brings a cast together and the acting, the singing, the dancing, and everyone is so good at their specific roles that, yeah, it's just been awesome. I can't wait to travel with everybody and get on the road. And the cast is awesome. It's almost like I want to pinch myself. Like, surely
This is not my life.
Yeah, it's not my life. Usually it's some drama, but we haven't had any, so that's good.
Oh, so far. Touch
Yeah.
wood. Touch wood. There's no wood around. Well, even with you guys, you get here so early. Like, I don't know if this is just because of the musical. How long does it take you to prep for this?
Well, you do a singing warm-up, dancing warm-up. Then you have to do makeup, do all my makeup, wig up, costumes, and then mic up. It's full on. It's full on. And I think even for me, because the character is so different to who I am, it takes me a minute just to kind of, get into that character.
Get into the zone.
As soon as that wig goes on, she's there.
Yeah. And you do rehearsals before every single night?
It depends. It's when there's different cast members on and off, obviously.
Yeah.
We do. But, yeah, there's usually some rehearsals going on. Practice makes perfect, right?
It's like a show before a show, right?
Exactly.
Gosh, you guys must be exhausted by the end.
It's pretty exhausting, but it's all worth it.
Yeah. And even though those songs get stuck in your head, you're good when you go to sleep. It's like...
Oh, yeah. You got to be able to switch off.
Yeah. I'm good.
It takes a while, though. You can't just finish the show and then just go to bed. It takes a few hours to unwind and slowly
I know after I watched the show, that song, I Want to Dance with Somebody, I was like, just get out.
Oh, yeah. It will haunt you for days, that song.
But yeah, if you're in the mood and you want to dance, like, it's a great song.
Yeah.
But not when you want to go to bed.
Yeah.
Now, Prinnie, you've achieved already so much in your career, but what else can we expect from you in the future?
Oh, goodness. Like I was saying with the acting side of things, I've been talking about more acting, more movies and TV here in Australia. I do commute back to America as well because my husband's from there and we have a place there and here. So probably more, just more acting back there and here. And of course, I'm always recording my next album at the moment.
Oh, good.
Yeah, always doing that stuff. I'm a writer, I'm a songwriter. I need to get it out, especially when I'm doing new things with new people, new characters like this. It's healthy for me. Some people to go to the gym. I write music and get it out that way.
Detox.
Detox.
It's the detox for the mind.
Yeah.
How have you been finding, because you're obviously about to tour this whole musical and as you just said, you've got a place in America as well. How are you finding it, obviously, career and family at home?
Yeah, it's always been my life. My daughter has always known me as this, when she was first born, we were living in America. I had a record deal in New York, and it's just our way of life. It's just the way it is. And I think for me, it's just about finding a good balance.
Oh, that's good. Your time management must be really good.
My time management is pretty on point. It has to be.
Yeah. And do you and your husband have to do a long distance sometimes?
Sometimes. But his schedule is just as crazy as mine, and that's kind of why it works. I think if I had somebody normal, they'd be like, "What are you doing?
Yeah, you're not spending enough time with me."
Yeah. So he's a professional athlete, so it works really well. We're all happy. That's all that matters.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
And I heard that your daughter wants to get into this industry as well. Is that true?
I don't know if she wants to get into the industry. She's definitely got the skills too. She's an amazing little singer and actress. But she's really into basketball at the moment. She's in nationals and she's going to Melbourne tomorrow. Yep. So I've been on the phone organising all of that.
Bit of an athlete as well.
Yeah, no,
like
she's an amazing basketball player. But I keep saying the discipline that she's learning from basketball is amazing. And if she decides to go into music or acting or basketball, whatever it is, she's getting the skills now to do that. And it's a kind of thing she has to choose this industry. This industry is insane. And if you don't choose it for yourself, you'll never survive. So it's something that obviously I feed her love of music and her singing and all those sorts of things. But essentially it has to be her decision.
Yeah. And if she ends up choosing it, then she's got a great role model.
And I have no one to blame but myself.
You've probably been singing around the house and she's like called the bug.
She's pretty good. She's very, very good.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens then.
We will. I hope she does, but like I said, this industry is so insane. You have to be there because you want to.
Yeah, it's the passion.
It is.
Completely agree with you.
Yeah.
To be passionate about anything you do.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Prinnie, what advice would you give to the listeners who might want to follow their dreams of becoming a singer or getting into the entertainment industry in general?
Yeah, I know for me, I started really, really young. I think I was 9 when I had my first professional gig. And anyone who asked me about whether it's singing or acting or being an athlete or whatever it is, I always encourage them just to do what you love wherever you can. Like when I was young, I didn't come from a musical family, so I sang anywhere with anyone who would listen to me. I was doing talent quests and all these sorts of things, and I ended up meeting amazing people and amazing choreographers and singers. And if you're passionate about something and really want it and dedicated, you just have to find your own path, and you will definitely get to where you want to be if you just get out there and just sing or dance or whatever that passion is. There's always an outlet for everybody. You just have to be passionate enough to go out there and find it.
I love that advice. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hopefully people take it on board.
I hope so.
Yeah. And we are unfortunately getting to the end of the interview. It's gone really quickly. I've enjoyed my time with you. But as a closing statement, and was probably the most important question.
Yes.
Knowing what you know now, what would you tell your 14-year-old self?
Oh my goodness. My 14-year-old self, I'd say stay in school.
That's good advice for any 14-year-old.
No, I was pretty good. No, I think the biggest thing for me, I grew up in a Islander family, and definitely totally outside of the realm that I am in now, like musical theatre or recording albums or being on television was a totally other realm for me. But I think if I was to tell my 14-year-old self anything, is that keep your eyes up, be confident, just dedicate yourself to what it is that you love, and anything is possible.
Yeah, that's good. That's good advice for all the 14-year-olds, I think. Yeah. Were you a little shy as a 14-year-old?
Oh my goodness, I didn't talk.
Oh, neither did I.
I know it's hard to believe, but I was just really, really shy. And it was part of my background and where I was from. And I'm very grateful for that, because I'm very humble in what I do. And I take pride in my work ethic and all those sorts of things. But it's hard coming from a culture where girls didn't really talk up, or girls weren't brash, or they didn't talk up and then they didn't do things. Whereas now I feel like I'm like the next generation for my daughter. And, I didn't have Islander women to look up to when I was growing up. There's people like Jess Malboy and Paulini and myself, and that young girls have that image and go, okay, maybe I can follow my dreams. And it doesn't have to be singing. It can be absolutely anything.
Yeah, I find it really interesting with heaps of people I talk to in the entertainment industry, and even myself, we were all really shy when we were younger, and we're just totally grown into totally different people. I
think it takes someone being shy when they're young to break out of that and set yourself free. And singers are all shy. Every single singer is shy.
Isn't that funny?
It's really weird. And I think that's part of what I see in my daughter as well. Like, she's an amazing little singer, but she has that shyness, and I know that's just a matter of time.
Yeah, that'll break out.
Yeah,
as it has you,
as it has me.
Yeah. And before we go, if the listeners would like to contact you, Prinnie, or find out what you're up to, where should they go?
I guess the easiest place is just www.prinnie.com. Obviously, I'm on Instagram and Facebook and all the rest of it. But if not, come down to the Bodyguard.
Yeah, meet her at stage door.
Yes. Sydney, Brisbane in July, and then off to Melbourne in August. It's such an amazing show. If you loved the movie, you'll love the show. If you haven't seen the movie, come and see the show, and I promise you'll go home and watch the movie too.
Yep. That's what I did. An amazing song, so it's going to be
amazing.
Just warning, it's going to be stuck in your head,
yep,
right?
Definitely.
Yeah. Well, that's great. And I got to say, with your website URL, you're like Pink and Beyonce and stuff. You don't even need your last name. It's just a one-name thing.
It's much easier.
It's just Prinnie.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming on the show today, Prinnie.
Thank you.
I really appreciate your time. I know
no
that
worries.
You're a busy woman. And as I said, you've lived like such an amazing career, so I definitely have more questions for you. Just unfortunately we don't have time today.
Next time.
But definitely let's get you back on the show.
For sure.
And we'll have a good chat about everything.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. And for everyone watching, make sure to check out the Bodyguard Musical, as Prinnie said. You will not be disappointed. But for now, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
See you.